So starting out, what is my number 10 for upkeeping a farm or homestead? A weed eater. So obviously there's a lot of other things that you need to keep up a property. I made this my number 10 for knocking down long grass around your house, if you're edging around the driveway, around your garden. I use the steel, this is a FS91R, but yeah, this is my number 10 for maintaining the property on a farm or homestead. So number 9, a carpentry tool set. You need carpentry tools if you're gonna be building a chicken coop, a raised bed garden, fencing, or different things for your animals. So in a carpentry tool set, it's nice to have a number of tools, from a circular saw to a drill driver, of course a drill. These cordless circular saws are really nice whenever you're working out on your property. You're gonna want good hammer, speed square. You definitely want a carpentry tool set. So number 8 on my list, dump trailer. So why a dump trailer? Well, if you want to move rock, mulch, brush, so many different things. If you want to move around hay. So one of the reasons why I purchased a dump trailer was I didn't have a tractor yet, and I needed a means to move around round bales. Well, round bales weigh about 1,000 to 1,200 pounds, so I needed a way that I could get round bales to the pasture. Well, initially I was moving them out around by hand, which that can be done. Definitely not something you want to do all the time. If y'all are looking to move large materials or something like that, you might be able to wait on the purchase of a tractor by just getting a dump trailer for a time. Number 7 on my top 10 list for maintaining a property or homestead, garden tools. You're gonna need a rake, shovel, depending on what type of gardening that you're doing. If you are wanting to cultivate the land and actually be growing things on it, you're gonna need several gardening tools. And moving on to my number 6, which if you've watched some of my videos already, you might have already guessed, and one of my personal favorites, a chainsaw. If you have a property that has a lot of trees and you need to clear some land, maybe to plant a garden, or you need to make some trails, a chainsaw is your best friend. If you're heating with firewood, you're gonna need a chainsaw. So the chainsaw that I have here is an MS261. I did a review on this chainsaw here recently. If you haven't had a chance, there's a link down in the description. Number 5 on my list is a tractor. A tractor obviously is a large expense. It's something that you have to put a lot of time and effort in thinking about, and a lot of research into thinking about which tractor that you want to choose. For me, I chose a Coyote 2610. When you're working on a homestead and you're working on your own, a tractor is a force multiplier. Basically, whatever you can do manually, this is like 10x what you would be able to do with a tractor. What are some of the uses of a tractor? Well, I mean, from moving material, moving rock for your driveway, moving compost to your garden, wood chips, lifting hay bales, brush hogging, box blading your driveway. There's a reason why there's a tractor on most farms. So one thing I do want to mention with a tractor is, obviously it's a large expense. Are there some ways that you can get around having a tractor initially? Of course, you can do a lot of things by hand. Can you get a smaller tractor for starters? Yes, definitely. I would suggest, if you're on a budget, looking into a used tractor, there's a lot of tractors out there that maybe they don't have the front end loader on them, and so they're significantly cheaper, and maybe they can do the other things that you need to do on the property. Look into buying a used tractor. Or if you can get by, even look at some of the garden tractors. That's actually what I did. I bought a garden tractor, and it served my needs for a season, and then I upgraded to a tractor. Number 4 on my list, a mower. You can start off with a riding lawn mower. and maybe a riding lawnmower might serve your needs. I jumped to a zero turn. You're gonna need to mow your land. You're gonna wanna do it with something that's quick and efficient. For my purposes, a zero turn does exactly what I need to do. Yeah, definitely look into a mower, a good mower, the best one that you can afford basically. One thing I didn't mention, as far as equipment goes, look into buying used. This mower, I bought it from a guy that was starting a landscaping company. He used it, it had like 30, 40 hours on it. I ended up purchasing it used from him, got a great deal on it. Definitely as you're going through and buying these different tools, look into getting used. You can find good deals and save thousands of dollars. Next on my list, a good mechanic tool set. I did a review on my mechanic tool set in another video, but you are definitely going to want to invest in some mechanics tools. Why? The amount of equipment that you have on a farm, homestead, or a larger property, you're going to need to upkeep mowers, weed eaters, chainsaws, tractors, so many different things, but you're going to need a good mechanic tool set. And number two, a pickup truck. Trucks are valuable for so many number of things. For starters, moving around feed for livestock, grabbing your tools, hauling your tools around the property, picking up equipment, moving material, plywood, 2x4s. There's no end to the amount of things that you need a pickup truck for. Hauling a trailer, in my opinion, you need a pickup truck. And moving to my number one is a Pocketknife. So this is a Benchmade bug out. I did a review on this here recently. If you haven't had a chance to check out that video, there'll be a link down in the description so you can go check that out. Any folding knife, you're gonna need a knife. You can also carry a Leatherman. I like using the Leatherman Wave. But what are some of the uses for a folding knife? If you have livestock, opening up the feed when packages come into your farm or homestead that you need to open up, for hay, for the twine that is around square bales or round bales. That's probably one of the main ones. That's definitely my number one. Well, thanks y'all for joining me today. My intent with this video is just to inspire you guys, get y'all thinking about the tools that are needed on a farm or homestead. This is my top 10. Obviously, there's a lot of other things that might be valuable that are maybe in my top 50. But if there's something that I missed, put it down in the comments. Let me know. Maybe there's something that I still need to learn about. If you haven't already, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon if you want to be notified when that next video is. And I'll see y'all in the next one.